Let's talk about character work. My favorite, according to the views on my YouTube, your least favorite. It should be your most favorite. The craft is the most important part of all of this. So please, even if you're not inclined, watch this video. It'll do your duty as an actor. Care about your character, care about the work that you're doing. Character work. Everything starts with the character. If you're miscast, it doesn't matter how great an actor you are, it's not going to be good if you're the wrong person for the role. Now, most of the time, you can be the right person for the role, but you've got to do your character work. If the character is very far from you, then there's going to be a lot more work that needs to be done. If the character's closer to you, it'll be a little easier, but it's still not you. You're still going to have to do some character work unless you're actually playing yourself. But then you just got to get out of your own way. So, doing a character that's very different than you, you're going to have to practice a lot more than characters that are very close to you. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means finding people out in your environment that are like you, and maybe you find them online. I just the other night made an actor act like a gorilla in class. Yes, it was silly, but it was very appropriate for who this character was that he was playing and how different it was than who he is. So, to get into that physicality and how you carry yourself and how you are a little more primal. And of course, I have lot of videos on character work, creating a playlist for your character, going grocery shopping as your character. I like to call it taking your character out, right? You're going to go out into the world as your character would, dressing like your character. The way people respond to us based on how we're dressed is amazing. So, even though you might not think it's important to go out dressed as your character, all of a sudden, when you see the way people react to you, that's a whole new experience rather than just looking at yourself in the mirror. So, going out and meeting people, interacting as your character. I had another actor who was he was playing a serial killer, and so he just went outside one of these outdoor restaurants and kind of stood there and stared at people as they ate, and they got very uncomfortable. So I don't know that I'd suggest that, but I loved it. I wouldn't suggest that you do anything that makes you unsafe. So maybe it might be that you might need to have somebody with you if you're really doing a character that's a very, very big difference in you. But practice, practice, practice. If you just turn it on when you're in front of the camera, odds are, unless it's very close to you, it's not going to come out easily and organically. You might need more time to warm up, as you would say. The more you work on it, the more work that you put in, the more satisfying it's going to be. Let's face it, most actors have some form of imposter syndrome. Most actors feel like, I don't know what I'm doing and they haven't caught me yet. Not all the time, but every once in a while. And the more you put your work in, the more you can say, I know what I'm doing. This is fun. The actor who was playing the serial killer loved working on that character because he knew that he didn't harm anybody or anything. That I can promise you. But it was so satisfying the way he was working on his character. It's so much fun when you find that thing where all of a sudden you're like, I don't move like that, but my character does. Oh, I just did a little thing with my voice that it doesn't happen when you haven't been practicing. And sometimes, if you're not working a lot, which is kind of the actor's problem, what we all face, that we're not often working as much as we want to. The satisfaction of doing this work will carry you through, that it was fun to work on, that you enjoyed that character. And every character that you work on will give you more insight into the next character that you play. You're layering and you're building, and all the experience that you have is making you better for the next job. So even if you're not getting paid for it, when you're working in class, when you're doing projects with your friends. The character work that you do will be lasting, but you've got to do it. And sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it's uncomfortable, and sometimes we just want to sit and watch other people do it. But that's not the way for you to get in front of a camera and be doing it and getting paid and maybe getting awards and all that fun stuff too. But I cannot stress enough how important character work is. So please tell me in the comments some of the characters that you've done that have been a big stretch or that have been really satisfying. Maybe some of the things that you did to create a character. Did you create a playlist? Did you do a day of work as your character, maybe? Did you go shopping? Did you fill up a grocery cart with things that your character would eat? So give me even more ideas and go back and watch my other video too. Okay? Here, I'm guilting you a little bit, but I want you to be the best and I want you to want to be the best. And I think you do, or you wouldn't be watching my channel. So I will see you next week. Please comment, like, subscribe. And when you are ready to do what you came here for, we've got classes for you in person and online. See you next week. Shoot, totally lost my train of thought right there. Do your work.